Hey, I'm Kendra Wiiest. If you caught the short I posted about growth slowing down in your business, this is a deeper version of that conversation because the truth is, the place you're stuck at is not your fault. It's your business telling you that it's ready for a new kind of relationship, a new kind of leadership. When you started, you were doing everything, right? You wore every hat, you answered every call. You remember the days you saw it through with every single detail, and you had to because that's what worked at that moment. Once you hit about $1 million or so, things started to change. The systems that you built, if you did build any, the habits that you had, they stopped scaling. I hear this all the time from so many business owners. And then you felt it in your body, right? The longer hours, more decisions, fewer results. Maybe you decided to take on a new part of your business where you then started working from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., thinking that you just needed to take on more in order to scale. This is not doing it for you. So this is when the shift comes. This is from you carrying the business to the business actually carrying itself. And it starts with 3 things, really important things to think about. Number 1, leadership is your role. It's not your backup anymore. You have employees. You're not the firefighter. You've got to spend more time in that important and not urgent area of the priority matrix. You are becoming the architect. So what you need to ask yourself is, what decisions should only I make? What decisions can somebody else make with clarity, guardrails, guidance, and leadership from you? Number 2, put structure underneath the chaos. And I'm not talking about spreadsheets and codes first. What I'm saying is, what system happens when I'm not in the room? What are people doing when I'm not there? That's the question that separates operators from CEOs. Number 3, define your exit path for your current level. Now, I'm going to say you also need to define your exit path for your business, but in the meantime, you also need to define your exit path for the current level of where you're at. You're not just scaling to stay in the business, you are scaling to lead. You're scaling to exit the business at some point in your life. You're scaling it so that you can live, you can have balance, and you can spend more time with your family, more time traveling. You're building something that is going to give you energy and not exhaust you. If you're feeling the tension right now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, stretched, stuck, I want you to know that you are not failing. What you are is ready for the next step. What you've done in the past will not work in the future. And the work ahead is less about hustle and more about structure, less about doing and more about leading. John Maxwell talks about it. He says it very well. You learn leadership so that you can multiply it to others, and then they can in turn multiply it to the rest. If you're ready to take the next step, I've got a free resource, a 1-page plan to help you identify the role that you should be owning and the roles that you should hand off. If you like that, comment lead up below and I'll send it to you.